because it just goes to show how in Western society today, we are living in two completely alternate realities, largely based on the media that we are consuming, where you genuinely see this belief parroted among very mainstream Christians that the teachings and the policies of someone like Kamala Harris, who actively told Christians at her own rally, you folks are at the wrong rally, please leave, there is no place for you here, that her policy would have been better for the United States of America. This is a woman who championed the abortion of more than 1 million per year in the United States of America, including through all 9 months of pregnancy and partial birth abortion, which
Bible's
is
not against abortion.
Against what we believe in the sanctity of life, especially as the Catholic Church. I should know myself, and maybe it's time to crack open a catechism to remind ourselves of that.
Abortions are legal and free in Israel right now. Judaism doesn't ban them.
Promoting actual immigration policy
from that very Christian nation of Israel.
And when it comes to centering immigration policy,
Christ's religion doesn't ban abortion.
It starts with stopping the horrifying human trafficking of children and the rape of babies and toddlers that happens on the southern border every day. When it starts by lifting people out of poverty, it starts by giving people actual positions of employment that give them a long-term trajectory for financial success. These are Christian values, but our twisted, disgusting media in America and beyond has allowed for a very inverse reaction from Christians to believe in this version of toxic empathy where we are supposed to tolerate and endorse evil and call that following Christ. And I think the last few weeks have been a really powerful example for Christians around the world to realize we no longer can tolerate demonic evil in the spiritual warfare.
How did you feel, Isabel, how did you, just on that point, how did you feel when at Charlie Kirk's memorial, his widow, Erica, made an incredibly powerful announcement of forgiving the killer of her husband, but then Donald Trump followed and said he hates his enemies and is still trying to work on the forgiveness bit? What did you feel, as a Christian, what did you feel about that, the two exchanges?
Yeah, sure. If you listen to the president's full speech, he goes on to laugh about that, and it clearly was delivered as a joke. I'm not here to speak for the president.
Oh, no, I think he meant it.
But I
don't think he was
say,
joking.
Just based on every single speech that was given at that event other than the president's, and if you took the time to watch all 6 hours of it, you can see this was not a rah, right-wing political rally. Every single speaker, including President Trump, took their time on stage to spread the gospel, to share love of God, to say we can no longer be afraid of proclaiming our faith in the world based on potential political backlash. And I saw one particular take that really bothered me from Destiny, who I know has been a common guest here on the Piers Morgan show, of people saying, you know, this was indicative of a Nazi rally. This was completely indistinguishable from a Nazi rally led by Adolf Hitler. I don't know the last time a Nazi rally encouraged you to forgive your enemies and the people who violently assassinate your husband.